We're going to start on the one side of the mat and we're going to do some heel walks. So we're going to walk on our heels like this, just from one side of the mat to the other. So I'm keeping my heels, my legs very stiff, and I'm also trying to keep my balance, okay? So I'm going forward on my mat and backward, okay? So it's a combination of balance and also a warm-up for, you can feel you're using your calves, your hamstrings, your quads, your glutes, okay? So we're going to go backwards 5 times, forwards 5 times, okay? So you can go at your own pace. You don't have to go with me. It's more important that you stick to good form so that you are trying to keep your balance, that you are trying to never hurt yourself, and use, in this case, really try to feel your calves and your hamstrings, that they are under tension. So this is my number 4, by the way. So I have 1 more to go. And then once we reach the other end, we're going to do the opposite thing. We're going to stand on our tippy toes and do the same thing. So we're going to walk forward and backward on our tippy toes, okay? So don't lose your balance here. And again, I'd rather have good form than speed. So 5 times, forward and backward. I need to blow my nose, if not I'm going to sniff the whole time. Okay, this is my number 3. Don't worry, it's going to get a little bit harder. If you think this is, this is comfortable, it's good, but it's just a warm-up, huh? Those ladies that work out with me usually at 5, they know. So 1 more time and we're done with this one, okay? Okay, from here, we're going to basically do a standing knee to chest hug. So I'm hugging my right knee. I'm holding it for 2 seconds. I let it go, I take the other one. So I'm really pulling my knee against my chest, and I should feel a stretch in my upper leg, in my side. Okay, I'm going to do it 4 times on the right side without losing my balance, and 4 times on the left side. So really pull, and then put your knee back. That's number 2. I'm going to blow my nose as I promised, so you don't hear me sniffing the whole time. Please continue. I don't know, it feels cold today. But I've heard this week in Milano, the weather is going to get really nice. So wherever you are, I hope you have the same. Okay, after this one, we're going to do a power skip, okay? So we warmed up the heels, we warmed up the toes, we warmed up our quads and our thighs. Now we're going to do some jumping. So I'm going to explain you the move, but the idea is that you push to your toes up, and whenever you jump on the left toe, you bring the right hand to the ceiling, okay? So you can do this at your own pace. I don't care if you go fast with power or if you just go step by step, okay? But we're going to do 20 times. You do it at your own pace, you do it at your own energy level, but I want good form, okay? Ready? Here we go. So 1, 2, 3. That's number 10, 15, and 20. Okay, next we have some lunge twists. First on the right side, right leg goes forward, left leg goes back. You try to keep the front leg and the back leg into a 90-degree angle, okay? And then you're going to twist to the left side And then step your left leg to the front, okay? Again, left leg goes back, twist to the left, and back. So give me 10 of those, and then we switch to the other leg. Ready? Here we go. 1, 2. Really pay attention to both the knees. The one in the front should not be going over your toe, okay? And it's really 2 movements. So I'm lunging and turning, okay? 6, 7, try to keep your knee as stable as you can, so no wobbling. 8, 9, 10, and switch. So I'm going to turn around like this. So, no, other side. I'm confused. So, right leg goes back, I turn to the right, okay? Same thing. Pay attention to your knee. Shouldn't be wobbling. I mean, if it wobbles a little bit, it's okay, but ideally, you want it to be still and stable, okay? And when you turn, you should feel that in your obliques and your lats, so on the side. Okay, 8, 9, 10. Okay, next, we have lateral movements. So first to the right, lateral lunge. So moving to the right side, stay here. You should feel a stretch on the left side in your inner thigh. So here, and we just stay here. Focus on chest, shoulders to the back, chest is open, okay? We stay here for another 5 seconds, and then we move to the other side. We do the same thing, okay? Ready, steady, swap. So obviously now you're going to feel the same thing, but on the other side, right? Keep the shoulders to the back, chest is open, back is straight. Okay, we stay another 5 seconds. And then we are going to make it into a dynamic movement. So we're going to tap the floor. So we do what we did before. We keep our shoulders to the back, and we are going to touch with opposite hand to the opposite foot, okay? So with the right hand to the left foot, with the left hand to the right foot. And I'm going to do this for 20 times. 1, 2, again, you choose your speed, your energy level. 10, 15, 19, 20. Okay, shake it out. Let's do some butt kicks. So again, you can just do this standing or you jump, okay? Give me 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Marina, give me jumping jacks, 20. Again, you can do this slow or fast. Choose your poison. 20 jumping jacks, here we go. 10. 20. Okay. Now, almost done with this warm up. Let's do some squats. Love doing squats. So, good squat is where you pretend like you're sitting in a chair, okay? Your back is straight. Your knees are also pushing outside. Your toes pointing to the front. And your knees not going over your toe, okay? So whenever I am coming up, I put all the tension on my glutes and recruiting the power from my butt. If you do squats, you get a nice butt, okay? Give me 10 squats. 1, 2, 3, look straight ahead so you're not hurting your neck. 5, 6, 7, 8, are you using your glutes? Okay, last one. I'm going to do some plank walkers with a twist. So legs are straight, starting on one side of the mat. I'm going to walk my hands out, then place the right foot next to the right hand, raising the right arm to the ceiling. We stay here for a bit, for 1, 2, 3 seconds, and then we bring the right leg back. We move the left leg next to the left hand, and then we raise the left hand. So here we go. Okay, and then leg goes back, walk your hands back. Okay, so we do this 5 times. If you have pain on your wrists, okay, the alternative is that you are, without really using your wrist, you're just going to do the stretch like this, okay? Here we go, start. So walk them out, right foot, hold it, switch, back, left, hold it, back, walk your hands back, my legs stay straight. Here we go again. Next, up, stretch, hold it, and back, left, up, hold it, and back. Let's do one more time instead of 5 times. Let's do 3 times. Up, hold it, back, left, up, hold it, and back. Okay, done. Now we can get started. So let me see. So today, like usual, we have different exercises. I think we have about 8. And we're going to try to do them twice and see if we manage. So the first one, we start on the mat, on our back, okay? So I'm just going to take my laptop closer with me. We're going to do each exercise for 30 seconds. I will use my timer. And we're going to do a reverse plank. So for this one, you don't need to use your wrist. You're just going to lie on your underarms, okay? So the power comes, or the pressure is on your shoulders and your heels. And so mostly your shoulders, not your wrists. So I'm going to try and stay in this position, squeezing my glutes for this, yeah? Making my core or my abs under tension, and I'm keeping my spine relaxed. So I'm really trying to put power under my shoulders, okay? This is too hard if you feel pain whatsoever. And as an alternative, you're just going to bring your heels closer to your body and do the same thing, okay? So get ready. I'm going to take my timer. Okay. Are you ready? 30 seconds, start. So, up. Really make sure that your hands are almost touching. Can you see? Under my my back. So, and my neck is relaxed. And I should be really pushing my glutes and my core. If not, I'm going to have pain afterwards. So, and that's it. Release. Okay. You can stay in this position. Our next movement is a hollow hold. So it's a bit similar, but for this one, we're not bringing our arms underneath. We're option 1, easier option, okay, is where you're going to hold your shoulders off the mat and your back until the middle of your spine. You keep your legs bent in a 90-degree angle, and you're going to hold this position for 30 seconds. Feel free to take a rest if you need to, don't worry. Tuck your chin so you're not going to hurt your neck. Harder option is where you come up higher, your back is straight, and your legs are farther away from your core. So it's a longer leverage point, so it's harder, as you can tell from my trembling motion. Here we go, 30 seconds, start. I'm going to choose for this option because still my core is not strong enough. But feel free to do the harder one. So, and I can also stay a bit lower if I want. The clue is just that the shoulder should come off the mat. That's the most important thing. 5 seconds. You can be here too if you want. Stop. Okay, next. We stay in this position. We're going to do something for the glutes, the hips, the thighs. We're going to do frog bridges. So you're going to bring the sole of your feet together, push them against each other, okay? And then you're going to hold your arms like this. So I'm leaning onto my elbows, basically. My hands are fists. I'm going to bring my hips up, squeeze, hold it for 1, 2, and release again. And up, squeeze, 1, 2, release, okay? 30 seconds, here we go. I think everyone can do this one. Up, 1, 2, down. Up, 1, 2, down. Your glutes should be on fire when you're doing this. 1, 2, down. Up, 1, 2, down. Are your feet still pushing? Up, 1, 2, down. Okay, up, 1, 2, down. 3 seconds, last time. Up, 1, 2, and release. Okay, next, ladies, you can turn onto your side. Doesn't matter, right or left, or do them both. So we're going to do a side plank with a leg swing. So the leg swing in a side plank for any runners of you is a very particular good exercise because you're going to learn how to recruit the power from your glutes and your hips without using your lower back, okay? So we're going to swing our leg forward and backward. I'm starting with the harder version here, huh? So forward, backward. This stays all like straight and under control. My neck, spine is relaxed. Easier option, half plank, okay? Half plank, so on my knee, elbow, shoulder in one line. And I'm going to either hold it here or you're going to move your leg forward and extend it backward. Forward, backward. Again, with this movement, it's saying you're only using your hips. You're not using the rest of your body. It stays still and under control. Your muscles here should be under tension. Ready? Here we go. I'm going to try if I can do this one. So, and if you do the full plank leg swings, there's no need to swing your leg as far forward as when you do the half plank version. It's just about trying to only use your glutes and hips for this movement while you keep the rest still, and I'm really not so good at it yet. And release. Okay, switch, other side. Okay, so again, choose your preferred option. Ready? Make sure you're in line, whatever you do. Elbow, hip, feet, knee, and go. And something that you will notice, you always have a weak side and a strong side. So that's very normal. In my case, this side's even harder than the other one. Make sure that you're not like cramping your neck. Relax your neck, okay? If not, it's going to hurt. 3, 2, 1, and release. Okay, well done. Now, flip around onto your belly. We're going to do something for the butt and the legs. A prone leg extension. So you're going to lie with your feet slightly apart. You're going to rest your head onto the mat. We're only going to work with our legs and our feet. So we first start on the right side. Okay, so I'm going to bring up my right leg slowly and bring it down again. But the clue is that I'm doing this by recruiting the strength from my core, okay? So you can do, oh, that's easy. That's not what we're doing. We're doing, you put your core under tension, okay? So squeeze all the muscles from your abs. And then with that squeeze, you're going to also squeeze your glutes. And then slowly, very slowly, bring up that leg. You hold it and you lower it again, okay? Then we do the same thing on the other side. So we do this for 30 seconds. Ready, steady, go. So nothing else than your leg should be moving. And again, your whole core, glute and leg should be totally under tension. Nothing is soft. It's all rock hard. Next time you can do this with a resistance band. And you even have to work harder to actually get your foot off the floor. Here we are, stop. Next one. So we stay on our, so there's two options for this one. For those of you that don't have the resistance band, okay, this is a resistance band. You stay down there, so no resistance band. You stay here. We're going to do lat pulls while you're lying like this. So shoulders off the floor, arms off the floor. You're going to push your arms back and bring them forward again. So you see my arm is not resting, it's off the mat. And I'm really pretending like I'm pushing some invisible bar, pulling it towards me. Hold it for 2 and back. And pull and release, okay? Option number 2 with the resistance band, completely different, but working the same muscle, slightly harder. You stand up, feet are shoulder width apart. Take your bend, so you basically have tension when your arms are completely in front of your chest. The bend, your arms are as wide as your shoulders. Thank you very much. We're going to do the pulls, the band pull aparts. So, okay, this is the movement that you're going to do. So you're going to push and pull. So pull till your band is reaching your chest and bring your shoulder blades together. Hold it and back till your arms are completely extended again, okay? So you're training your back muscles. Obviously, all the back muscles are in the back, but your upper back muscles. Okay, ready? Here we go. So on the mat or with the bend. Start. Careful. So your band is under tension at all points. Also when my hands are in front. Extended. My bend is not relaxed, okay? Shoulder blades are pushing together. Back is straight. And that's it. Next, and put your band aside. For those that are on the mat, please stand up. We're going to try to do a single leg squat. So not an easy exercise, but I'm ambitious. So starting on the right leg. Okay, remember what I told you in the warm-up about a good squat, that your knee has to be stable, okay? In a single leg squat, this is even more important, okay? So you're going to focus on that right knee, because whenever you are just standing on one leg, it's going to wobble, okay? So your focus, if you've never done this exercise, is to keep that leg as still as possible. Don't care so much about the rest, but that's your focus. For those that are maybe familiar with this movement, focus as well on keeping your left leg straight, hands on the hips, and then you want to go down as far as you can without losing your balance and coming back up. Now, for some, you have a bigger range of motion than others, so maybe someone can go down all the way, like until here, which I cannot. In my case, it's only a very little, like this, because I want to be able to come back up again. I want my back to stay straight. So we're going to do 30 seconds right, 30 seconds left. Start, here we go. For more stability, you can go stand next to your mat. It's a little bit easier. So squat, take your time for this movement, okay? Don't rush it. And yes, your knee is going to wobble. It's okay. We don't become heroes overnight. And one more time. And that's it, okay? Switch, other side, same thing. And again, you will notice that one side is easier or harder to do this exercise than the other. Okay. Ooh. And you will hear me say this many times. I always struggle a lot with balance exercises. So, bigger reason to do them more often. Last one. And let go. Okay. We have one more. Sorry, we don't have one more. We only have 7 exercises. Okay, so take a sip of water. And then we do the whole thing again. So now you know what to expect. We'll move a little bit faster. Okay, so get ready again for the first one on the mat. Remember, we did a reverse plank. So maybe as an addition to before, really try to make sure that your elbows are under your shoulders and that you're really pushing up your chest. Can you see? Like I'm really bringing my chest up and then keeping my spine relaxed. Sorry for that. Okay, ready? Remember, if you don't want to go all the way, keep your heels closer to your body, okay? Ready, start. And the clue is that you stay smiling, because when you're happy, actually you have more endurance and you become stronger fairly easier. So we're almost there. 5 seconds, keep it up. You've done harder things. 2, 1, release. Okay. Next, we have our hollow hold. Remember, 2 options again. Either the full one, where you keep your back as straight as possible, or where you have your legs in a 90-degree angle, and you are either bringing your shoulders and your back off the floor, or you keep your back, just your shoulders off the mat. Okay? Start. And as you can see, I'm flexing my toes. So my toes are pointing to the ceiling, which is also important. Keep it up, ladies. Only 10 more seconds. But remember, if you feel any pain, then give yourself a rest. Keep your chin tucked to your chest. And that's it. Release. Next, we stay still on our back. We're doing something for the glutes with our frog bridges. So elbows, sole of the feet together. And remember, this is our move, squeeze.
Nee, nu ja, desactiveer de som.
Yeah, ready and start. Okay, up and down. Up, squeeze. Down. Up, down, up, 10 seconds. Down, push your sole, the feet together, don't forget your glutes. Down, up, and release. Okay, next, we're going to turn on our side, okay? For a side plank. So remember, 2 options, easy and harder options. So full plank, feet, elbow, hip in one line, leg swings forward and backward, or half plank, knee, hip, elbow in line, leg comes all the way 90 degrees forward and all the way extended to the back. Ready? And start. Keep your neck relaxed, in line with your spine. Keep your core under tension. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Other side. Okay. Get yourself into the right position. Ready, steady, go. It's fairly easy to bring yourself out of balance with this exercise. So work your muscles to keep yourself strong and steady. 4, 3, 2, and release. Okay. This kind of side planks trains your obliques, so your inner core muscles that run all the way on the inner side of your abs. They are the muscles that you need to train after giving birth because they are the muscles that keep your core together. Next one, flip around onto your belly for our prone leg extension. Arms are in front, head is on the mat. I'm going to, from my core, raise my leg and lower it again, okay? Keep my head on the mat. Start. So remember, it's actually a tiny movement. It just comes from the glutes and the core. And you're alternating right with left. And that's it. Okay, next we have the double option one. So if you don't have resistance bands, then you stay on the mat. You're going to do a lat pull by bringing your elbows towards your rib cage and back. If you do have the resistance band, you stand up, feet are shoulder width apart. You're going to Bring under tension here. Pull out it towards you. A little bit less tension maybe. Pull, bring your shoulder blades together. Keep your back straight. Put your core under tension and extend it again. Here we go. Start. So you breathe in when you pull, you breathe out when you release. Same thing for the mat version. 5 seconds. Release. Okay, now keep the best for last. Remember our difficult one leg squat. So starting on the right side, we're going to try and keep the right knee as still as possible. Keep the left one in front if you can. If it is your first time doing this movement, then maybe just let the left knee hang next to your leg. Don't bother the left knee. Just focus on the one that you're bending. Okay? We do 30 seconds right, 30 seconds left. Start. I'll do like this. See it a bit better. And again, I realize my range of motion is super low, so there are people who can really do this all the way until the floor, and it still looks easy on them. So 5 seconds. Keep that knee straight and stop. Also, when you're doing this movement, your foot, your toes, they're pointing straight ahead, okay? So you also keep your ankle and your foot in line. Other side, start. But remember that you want to try and keep your knee from wobbling as much as you can. Sometimes it helps if you have a line on your floor, you can actually see that your knee is in line with the line. Stop. Ta-da! We already did 2 sets. So now we're going to do some quick stretching, and then I will let you go. So don't run yet because stretching is very important. We start standing with a standing calf stretch. So if you have a wall, use it. Starting with the right leg in front, you're going to stretch the left side. So I'm just going to stand relaxed like this and feel a stretch in our left calf. And always remind yourself that you should stand tall and straight. Good posture, switch. So always remind yourself that your shoulders are not shrugging like this, but they're straight. Chest is forward, your back is straight, butt is even in this stretch under tension. Okay. Okay, from here we're going to stretch our quads. So just take your left ankle and pull it towards your butt. So you feel a stretch in your upper leg on the front side. For this one, also try to keep your right foot in line with your left upper leg. So should both your toes are pointing forward. And you're also trying to pull your leg so that it's not like this, but it's literally parallel to the other upper quad. Switch. Okay, release. From here, we're going to do a forward fold. So feet shoulder width apart, moving with the hands to the mat, trying to reach for the mat with our fingers or with our full hands if we can, up to you. You can bend your knees if you're not flexible. It's totally fine if you bend your knees a little bit, okay? Try to really push your hips up. And if you want to protect your neck, you can tuck your chin against your chest. Okay, slowly come up. So only centimeter by centimeter, you're standing tall again. Only to get back to the mat. So get into a half cobra, please. So lying down on the tummy, on our underarms, forearms. Stretching our neck to the left side, like this. Holding it here. And then you switch, looking to the right side. Okay, from here, you're going to move into a child's pose. So you bring your arms forward, you lean into your hips, and your forehead is resting onto the mat. You should feel the stretch in your shoulders, in your back, in your butt, maybe also in your thighs, depends. Okay, and from here, flip around. We're almost done, promise. Onto your back. You bring your right knee in front of the left, and you pull onto your left knee. So you should feel a stretch in your right glute. Keep your toes pointing to the ceiling or just flexed. Switch, other leg. Okay, last one, side stretch. So same as with the frog bridge, you put the sole of your feet together without the bridge. So you just push the feet against each other and you feel a stretch in your inner upper thigh. Okay, and then slowly come up, seated on your mat. And feel free to